Feeling the breeze on your face, hearing the rustle of trees, watching the street, something starts to shift. The mind slows down, and your body says, "Now I'm really breathing." Personally, I take advantage of my walks to listen to audiobooks on average. I get through between 60 and 80 books a year just by walking or working out, and this habit has entirely reshaped my perspective on physical activity. It's no longer a chore, but a time for learning and mental clarity, and you can experience that too. Let me ask you something. Have you felt less patient lately? Are you getting irritated more easily? Having trouble sleeping or waking up with a racing mind? All of these could be signals from your body crying out for help, overwhelmed and exhausted. And the solution might be found in the simplest act there is. Movement walking removes you from the space where your worries live and reconnects you with the real world, with nature, with life itself. You don't need a perfect plan. Just take the first step, whether it's a stroll around the block, a walk in the park, or a few trips up and down your apartment stairs. What matters is breaking free from inaction. When you return, you'll realize the problems didn't vanish, but they feel much lighter. Your thoughts are clearer, your body more at ease, and the day somehow becomes a bit more manageable. If you always say you don't have time, then start with just 10 minutes. And if you're feeling emotionally drained, let walking become your rescue, because that's exactly what it does. It rescues you from the inside out. And the most beautiful part is that once you begin walking regularly, the benefits go far beyond mental health. You start sleeping better, thinking more clearly, and making healthier choices. Your mood improves, your relationships with others get better, and most importantly, your relationship with yourself becomes stronger. Walking is a powerful form of self-care, and self-care is not selfish. It is survival, it is emotional nourishment. So if you feel like you're losing control, if you've cried for reasons you can't explain or feel overwhelmed, angry or exhausted, stop, breathe, lace up your shoes and walk. One step at a time, because sometimes the only thing you need to find yourself again is to move forward. If there's one thing I want you to take from this video, it's this: walking daily is not just a healthy habit, it's a powerful decision that can completely transform your life. It's simple, accessible, and has the power to enhance everything from your physical well-being to your emotional balance. It protects your heart, regulates blood sugar, clears your mind, and even slows down cellular aging. And the best part is, you don't have to wait for the perfect conditions. Every meaningful change begins with a single step. If you're ready to take the next step toward a healthier life, the video now on screen will show you exactly what to do. Thank you so much for being with me until now. I'll see you in the next video. Let's keep going together step by step. Did you know that walking every day can make you biologically up to 16 years younger? Yes, you heard that right. It's not an exaggeration or a marketing trick. It's science. A study conducted by the University of Leicester in the United Kingdom proved that people who walk frequently have longer telomeres, structures that protect DNA, and these are directly linked to longevity and cellular youth. And here's the amazing part. This benefit doesn't come from an expensive drug or a cosmetic surgery. It comes from something literally beneath your feet: daily walking. But if it's so simple, why do so many people still live a sedentary lifestyle? Today I'm going to show you the 4 biggest benefits of walking every day. 4 powerful changes that will impact your physical, mental, and emotional health. And if you stick around until the end, I'll even challenge you with a 7-day habit that could transform your life. Have you ever stopped to think that you might be aging on the inside without realizing it? Yes, your body could be getting older at an alarming rate, even if you still feel young on the outside. And the craziest part is that there's a natural, simple, and free way to slow that process: daily walking. I'm not talking about intense workouts, gym memberships, or miracle supplements. I'm just talking about walking. That's right. And if it's brisk walking, walking at a faster pace, the effect on your cellular health is so strong, it could make you up to 16 years younger biologically. This isn't a guess, it's science. Researchers from the University of Leicester found a direct connection between the habit of walking briskly every day and the length of your telomeres. Maybe you've never heard of telomeres, but they're like the plastic tips at the ends of your shoelaces. Without those plastic tips, shoelaces fray. Telomeres do the same thing, and they protect the ends of your DNA from damage. Over time, telomeres shorten, and when they get too short, cells stop dividing. That's the beginning of cellular aging. Now here's the wild part. People who regularly walk briskly have longer telomeres. That means their cells age more slowly. It's not an exaggeration to say that walking can, to some extent, turn back your biological clock. Now let me ask you something directly. How many times have you looked in the mirror and thought, I look like I'm aging too fast? Or felt that unexplained exhaustion at the end of the day, even without physical effort? That might be happening for one simple reason: inactivity. Most people think taking care of their health requires time, money, a gym, a personal trainer, or supplements. But in reality, the first step is exactly that: taking the first step. Walking might seem too simple to be effective, but the data shows the opposite. And here's an important warning. Strolling while staring at your phone or stopping to window shop or chat won't do the trick. To activate the rejuvenating effect researchers discovered, your walk needs to be brisk. A strong pace that pushes you slightly out of your comfort zone, makes you breathe deeper, and break a light sweat. It doesn't have to be extreme, but yes, you have to pick up the pace. And do you know why that's so powerful? When you walk briskly, your cells activate processes that generate energy, fight free radicals, and reduce silent inflammation, those hidden issues behind early aging, chronic pain, constant fatigue, and a sluggish mind. And that's when many people say to me, "Doctor, I don't have time. I'm too overweight, I'll feel awful. I tried and saw no results." I get it. But here's the truth. Standing still never produces results. The beginning is always the hardest, but if you push through just 7 days, you'll start to notice a difference. That lighter feeling in your body, clearer thoughts, and the sense that the day flows better, it comes quickly. And you can start in your own way. If all you can do today is walk for 10 minutes, that's enough. Gradually increase your time. What matters is consistency, not intensity. You can walk after lunch while listening to a podcast, heading to the store on foot, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. The important thing is to move your body every single day. I'll never forget this. A 56-year-old patient came in exhausted, with abnormal lab results, high blood pressure, and excess weight. He told me he felt too old to change. I suggested, start with a daily walk, 15 minutes a day, then we'll talk again. 2 months later, he came back. He had lost weight, regained energy, and normalized his blood pressure. And the best part? He was happier. His eyes were different. He told me, "Doctor, I feel alive again." And it all started with one step. Here's a fun fact. Did you know Pope John Paul II walked daily for years, even at an advanced age? That simple habit was a cornerstone of his energy and health. So let me ask you this. Do you want to age like a car rusting away in the garage? Or like one that stays warm, moving, and reliable even as the years pass? Your body is asking for movement. Your DNA is begging for it. Don't ignore the signal. Your youth could be just a few steps away, literally. The heart is not just an organ. It's the engine that keeps you alive. The core that powers every cell in your body. When it begins to fail, everything else starts to collapse. But here's what you might not know. Something as simple as walking can be one of the most powerful tools to strengthen that vital engine. Walking daily lowers blood pressure, regulates cholesterol, improves circulation, and reduces the risk of heart attack, stroke, and thrombosis by up to 40%. This isn't speculation, it's scientific evidence. A remarkable fact, people who walk about 10,000 steps per day reduce their overall mortality risk by 35%. That means you can live longer and better just by walking. Not running marathons, not spending hours in a gym, just walking. It's something you learned as a baby, but might have forgotten as an adult. During consultations, I often hear, "Doctor, my legs feel heavy, like blood isn't flowing properly." And in most cases, the explanation is simple: a sedentary lifestyle. When you walk, your calf muscles engage, what I like to call the second heart, helping pump blood back toward your core and preventing issues like varicose veins, blood clots, and swelling in the legs. Do you feel that ache in your legs at the end of the day? That sensation of heaviness and fatigue? That might be a sign of poor circulation, and in such cases, walking is exactly what you need. Walking is one of the few remedies that doesn't cause side effects. It actually triggers a chain of health benefits. It lowers bad cholesterol, reduces triglycerides, and boosts good cholesterol, the kind that protects your arteries. What's perhaps most fascinating is how your body reacts to something so simple. Your heart rate increases slightly, which is expected, and then it learns to regulate itself, gradually lowering your systolic blood pressure. And the best part? No medication, no side effects, just the simple act of daily walking. Now here's a thought worth reflecting on that many people avoid. How often have you delayed taking care of your health, waiting for the right moment? Next Monday, the start of the month, the new year. What if that moment was right now? I remember a patient who lost his father at a young age due to a sudden heart attack. When he came to see me, he was overweight, had high blood pressure, unbalanced cholesterol levels, and was living under constant stress. He asked me, "Doctor, am I doomed to follow the same path as my dad?" And I told him plainly, "Not if you choose to change today." We started with small dietary changes, some improvements in sleep, and of course walking 15 minutes a day, then 20, then 30, simple steps forward. 6 months later, all his test results came back normal. But beyond the numbers, he was calmer, sleeping better, and no longer haunted by the fear of dying young. What truly changed his life? Movement. Now I want you to think about a famous figure who had it all but left too soon. Take Elvis Presley, for instance, a phenomenal talent who passed away far too early due to cardiovascular complications worsened by a sedentary and chaotic lifestyle. What's truly tragic is that most people only realize the importance of heart health after something goes wrong: chest pain, a hospital stay, or a sudden scare. Don't let that be your wake-up call. Don't ignore the signals your body has been whispering for so long. Maybe you're thinking, "But doctor, I just don't have time. My days are crazy." I hear you. Life is hectic and full of surprises. But here's a suggestion. Turn your movements into opportunities. Walk to the bakery park a little farther away. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Try walking meetings, like Steve Jobs used to do. Breaking up your walk into 10 or 15-minute chunks throughout the day is more than enough to feel the benefits. And if you're struggling to keep it up, share your journey online or challenge a friend. It really works. When you realize you're not alone, it becomes so much easier to stay consistent. So start with small steps. Change starts with movement. What I want you to understand is that your heart cannot be replaced. It's with you from the very first to the very last day of your life. And if you take care of it now, it will continue taking care of you for many more years to come. So next time you think of exercise as something exhausting or complicated, remember this: saving your life might start with a simple walk, one step at a time. Have you ever felt like your head is crowded with messy thoughts and you just can't seem to focus on anything? Anxiety, irritability, sadness without a reason. These may seem like part of modern life, but are often signs of a still body and a trapped mind. That's exactly when walking becomes a kind of natural remedy that boosts emotional stability and mental well-being. Walking daily helps your brain release endorphins, the so-called happiness chemicals, and increases a protein called BDNF that helps your brain grow. BDNF promotes the formation of new brain cells, especially in areas linked to mood, memory, and emotional resilience, as if each step helps reorganize and strengthen your mind. And it's not just a feeling. Science backs it up. A study published in JAMA Psychiatry found that walking for 1 hour a week lowers the risk of major depression by 26%. That's 26%. A stronger effect than many common prescriptions, without any side effects and costing less than $75 per year. Another study from Iowa State University showed that even treadmill walking indoors improves mood and brings joy, no matter where it's done. You might be thinking, "But doctor, I feel so down that even the thought of going for a walk makes me tired." And I get that. When the mind suffers, the body feels heavy. But the truth is, walking may be exactly what breaks that cycle, because it works from the inside out. You don't need energy to walk. You walk to get energy. Think about that day when everything went wrong. An argument at home, stress at work, terrible traffic. Have you tried just stepping outside for a few minutes?